I'm Katrina, and this is Sow and Tare. Today we're talking about loud noises, big booms, 4th of July, happy birthday to my mom. Yeah, we're talking 4th of July, we're talking all sorts of other noises that can happen. I used to live in a very, very urbanized area. My adult rabbits are already desensitized to big, loud noises. Now, I don't know exactly how far the noises from the city fireworks are going to get here. My guess is it's not really going to disturb the babies. Definitely won't disturb moms and pop. And other places, you know, if your neighbors are putting off fireworks, a lot of stuff can happen. We always hear about dogs running away and cats going missing and all that. But you also need to think about your animals. So just like, are you showing off your booty? Rigatoni's showing us her butt. Why are you showing us your butt? You showing your nice furry feet? Yeah? Meat rabbits have super abundance of furry on their feet. Protects their feet. The wire as well. And we have a pier. Okay, are you guys done? Anyway, my adult rabbits are already desensitized. The babies should be fine. Kits, which is what you call a baby rabbit, they largely kind of copy what mom does. So if mom's energy is then baby's energy are going to match that. Mom's energy is calm, usually the babies are calm. One example of that is Penne. She's up in the one up here. She just recently chilled out. Oh my gosh, her babies are so much relaxed. There's so much it's totally different. So the energy of your animal will have something to do with how they react. If they react to a lot of loud noises, then you know, you might want to spend some time out there with them when these loud noises are happening. However, we did want to go over how to train your animals to loud noises. Now, this isn't guaranteed to work with everything, but it does work with animals that I've had. Now, with animals such as Rigatoni here, they basically were exposed to loud noises their entire life. So just the fact of living in the city, having illegal fireworks go off randomly, daily, nightly, daily. You know, if there's gunfire, if there's ambulances, if there's screaming kids, they are going to already be used to loud noises. Now, if there's really close loud noises, it still might be scary. I've only ever had one of my rabbits react, and that was Tortellini, their mom. And she only reacted to the really close ones, and she kind of just freaked out like, and then she'd go and she'd relax again. But it was definitely something that bothered her when it was super close. I think it was in the alleyway behind the house. Let's talk about ways to train your animals to loud sounds without living in a city or living in a very, loud environment. So one thing you can do, and we did this with the quail chicks. If you have a brooder full of chicks, put a television next to it, play an action movie, right? Play something loud. You can play loud music. You can play whatever you want. If you do that and expose them, don't deafen them, but expose them to that sort of noise as a baby, then it will be better for them in the end when they're an adult. Hopefully not the end. And so same idea as vacuuming. I've heard people when they're pregnant, they'll vacuum and that brings noise into them. I have no real knowledge of this, but that brings that noise. Same thing, vacuuming, dog training to vacuums. So that is helpful. Another thing you can do is use the power tools around them, especially when they're young. Get them trained to it. Don't go right up to them with a power tool, but that's something that I did at my old place, and now when I do need to do something out here, the adults don't freak out. The young, they haven't been exposed to it, so they kind of do it for a little bit and they're fine. Another thing that I do, especially like if I'm going to use a power tool or if I know something's going to happen, is I'll start small and I go, you can say whatever you want to say, but I'll say loud noise, loud noise, loud noise, loud noise, loud noise, loud noise, and I'll get really loud. And then once I've said it really loud, I do the loud thing. And that seems to work quite a bit. So training your animals, might be a little late in the week to do that for 4th of July. I don't know. You tell me, try it, see if it works, put it in the comments. But doing those kinds of things around your animals will be helpful. The one thing that you don't want to do with your animals is you don't want to scare them, right? You don't want to be sudden. So same reason why if I approach approach chickens, when I did have quail, I did it with aviary, I say something, and I say that same thing to them every single time. So when I'm walking up to the chickens, I say, hey chickies. And when I come and open the door into the rabbits, I say, hi ladies and gent. And when I did the quail, I would, before they could see me, I would say, hi birdies, I'm coming. And they will recognize that as a sign that they're going to see you, that they're going to hear you, that something else is going to happen. If you don't have that warning, then it makes it really hard for them to be like, oh, I think something's coming. They might hear you walking and go, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, a predator's coming, oh my gosh. But if you let them know before they hear that sound that it's just you and that you're coming to do good things, then that will help them out a lot. So think about that. It's not going to solve the firework issue if you're in an area that, your neighbor's putting off tons of fireworks, but it will help them deal with that kind of thing. And so suggestions during the day of, if you do have reactive animals, no guarantee any of this is going to work, but maybe play music out there, play loud music, start slow, start low, and then get louder gradually, and then just leave it loud. And it might annoy your neighbors, but your animals may react less to the fireworks. So that's something to try. Again, let me know if you try that or if you've done that in the past, and whether it's been successful or not successful. We want to know both ways. These are just suggestions I'm coming up with. And then another thing is to do loud things during that day, like going into the evening. Okay, I'm going to build something, and it doesn't matter where I build it, but I'm going to choose to build it right next to the bunnies or within hearing shot of the quail, or whatever that is. And I will tell you, the chickens never reacted to fireworks or gunshots or anything. They slept right through. Quail, same thing. The only thing the quail reacted to is blimps going over, which I can't do that. I can't control that. And all they do is they would freeze. And then once it passed, they just keep on going. So it was a predator response, I believe. And then they also did respond to particular types of birds that were going over and making sound. So they didn't do that for all types. But wanted to share what I've used and what my suggestions are that you use for keeping your animals safe and more relaxed during the 4th of July, and really any loud time. And so if you haven't done some of these yet, I recommend you start now for next year or for all the other holidays coming up. And start training your animals for noise. And I don't know what 4th of July holds yet here because I haven't been here for 4th of July yet, but I do know at least my closer neighbors are not doing fireworks here. So where you live in a forest, good idea to not do the fireworks unless you're a pyrotech, an actual pyrotech, not a pyro. And we have that at the fireworks show. Hi, baby. I know, I'm standing here talking, and not petting you. How dare I? How dare I? You want some pets? I know. We already admired your... Come here. Honey. Oh, you want pets over there? All right. Silly girl. Silly girl. For some reason, she wants me to pet her over in the corner. I'm going to wait till she comes over here. So, thank you for watching the video. I hope this helps you. I hope it gives some peace to your animals and you. And have a wonderful 4th of July. Happy birthday to my mom again. And yeah, be safe, be sane, as they say. And we will see you next time. Be safe and have a fun time. Good night. Thank you for watching.